Do you want to know how to get more high-end clients for your interior design business? And no, I am not talking about spending money on paid advertising. Stick around, and I'm going to be showing you in the next 10 minutes how to do this with local SEO all organically. Let's get into it. Amazing. So getting into the local SEO for interior designers step-by-step guide, here's what I'm going to be teaching you today. It's going to be what is local SEO, why it matters for you as the interior designer, and then giving you the exact steps on how to start. I am Alana Gurtin, and I am an SEO agency owner. I help plenty of clients do local SEO to rank them higher in the search results on things like Google, YouTube, or social media platforms in order for them to get more leads for their business. Cool. So what is local SEO? So local SEO by definition are strategies to improve online visibility for local businesses and area-specific searches. So in layman's terms, if we're talking about interior designers in New York, you go on Google, you search, let's see, like we can just do this really quickly. We can Google interior, and this might be really small, interior designer in New York City. So local SEO helps you show up organically here and also in the Google Maps pack. So people who are looking for interior designers can find you in either the Google Maps pack or organically on Google and click on the link to your website. The key focus for local SEO is helping businesses appear in the near me searches and the Google Maps results, just like I showed you today. And the main goal is connect local businesses with potential customers in the geographical area, right? So again, those customers are looking for interior designers in the area. They do a simple Google search and then your name pops up, and then that leads to them booking a consultation with you, calling you, or just booking a service directly with you. And that leads to a potential customer. So why it matters for interior designers. The first is you want to get found by local clients, right? Again, this leads to more clients for your interior design business. So when people in your area search for interior designer, you'll show up. So interior designer, again, Google interior designer, and then your name can be popping up here where they can just see your phone number and then book a call with you, or right here below it, which is going to be the organic search. And they can just go ahead, click on your website, and that's how they find you. Number 2 is stand out from the crowd. So it makes your business more visible than other local designers. So if I was Jay Patrice here, Antonetta is first in the organic list. So of course, people are probably going to click on Antonetta before they do Jay Patrice. Right, so you want to always get your name above your competition in the local area. So just like here, Jay Patrice is down below, Antonetta is here. And if we even click on more businesses, there's so many more interior designers, but no one scrolls down past like probably the 5 contenders in the Google Maps pack. So yours will show up, maybe it's showing up down here. You want to get ranking at least in these first couple of positions, and you can do that with the tips I'm going to show you today in order for people to be looking at your business and finding you as the first one. And it also builds trust before a call, right? So you're not just reaching out to people yourself, people are actually coming to you, and it builds that trust because, hey, they saw you first on the list. They saw you had a really amazing website with really great reviews. So potential customers can see your work and reviews, making them more likely to choose you so you don't waste your time on sales calls, right? They already know they want your services. All you have to do is lay out the services, what you offer, the packages. It all sounds good. It's a really easy sell. Number 4 is attract clients without spending big. So it brings local customers in without expensive ads or billboards. So it attracts your next clients without spending big. So it brings in local customers without expensive ads or billboard. Again, you don't need to spend money on paid advertising because we all know that costs so much. So the steps to local SEO for interior designers: 1 is optimize your Google My Business profile. 2 is on-page SEO essentials. 3 is going to be local keyword research. 4 is going to be create localized content. 5 is going to be build local citations. 6 is going to be earn local backlinks. 7 is going to be leverage social media. And then 8 is going to, you want to go and constantly monitor and improve. And don't worry, I'll be walking through all of this to teach you a bit more. So step 1 is going to be optimizing your Google business profile. So the first, you want to claim and verify your listing. Complete all information fields. Add high quality photos of your work, yourself, and your team. I'm even going to put that in there because that's really important. Yourself plus your team, if you have a team. Encourage and respond to reviews and manage your reputation. So we're going to take a look at someone in the area. It's going to be interior designer, New York City. So let's say I go in here and then I look for, and I like this because they have a really good website. So if I click here, we can see this is their Google My Business profile. So you can see it's really, really built out. So going through an example, when I just did a quick search, I found this interior designer. It's Affordable Interior Designer by Uploft. And the reason I'm choosing them is they are ranking like number 1, number 2 in the Google Maps pack, and they have a really good optimized Google My Business profile. And I pulled up an example so you can see here what it looks like in the back end. And you can just go ahead, Google My Business, and you can just create a free profile on here, get listed on Google, managed now. So it's just Google Business Profile. So just go ahead, search that, and then you can get signed up. So what you want to do here is the very first thing you're seeing here is going to put in your business name, business category, description, contact phone number, website, social media profiles. You want all and every single social media profile. Your business location, so you want to add in your exact address, and then hours where they can call you. And the more details you can put in, the better, the absolute better. So here you can see that they are doing pretty well in terms of adding in their website, phone number, their work hours. You can see they have their address, their Google reviews, all their Google reviews. They have a really detailed description, which is awesome. Identified from the business. They even have more here. So, of course, New York is going to be really amazing to put anything that could give you more credibility. Here they have services. They have all their services listed. So this is great here. And then reviews. You always want to be managing your reviews. So you should be replying to reviews. You see this is a response from owner. So they're saying their name. They're responding to all their reviews, saying thank you so much for the feedback and kind words. They're not doing it here, which they should be. But however, that's great. The next is you want to post all the time on Google My Business, at least like once a week. So you can see here they're putting updates, putting in pictures of their projects, and adding in descriptions of what they are doing. So this is posting on Google Business Profile and having hashtags that will bring in more business. And the next thing here that they're doing on Google Business Profile, we can scroll up a bit, is they have photos. You can see here they have team photos, like I mentioned. They have all their projects that they're working on. They have tons of photos, really illustrating what their style is like. They have pictures of the owner, which is really important, them all working and collaborating together. So I think this is where it really sets you apart from the rest, because barely anyone has pictures on Google Business Profile, but not everyone has pictures of the owner and the team and people smiling, their clients. And you want to make these like these are very professional. They're okay if they're not professional like this. So when you're in here and when you're updating Google My Business, you can see you can add all your about section. You can add your contact information, your hours, and you can add everything here. So it's really self-explanatory. Just go through this. And the one thing that I'll see, just make sure you're adding all your search locations. So anywhere that you can provide into your design business to, put in every single city location that you can think of in the possible area. So once you optimize your Google My Business profile, remember it's not always just one and done. You need to be regularly, monthly, weekly posting on there, checking reviews, reaching out to clients, past clients, and making sure everyone is writing Google reviews, because this matters so much. Step 2 is you're going to want to take care of all your on-page SEO essentials. So the number one thing that you want to make sure you're doing is building a strong website structure. So if you don't have clear navigation, mobile-friendly design, and fast loading times, these are so essential to your website. And you can see here, I like to kind of put it as the foundation to a good website. There's plenty of other things that you can do for your website, but these are the three main things if you were first starting out and did not implement SEO on your site at all. These are three main things that you want to be taking care of. And just to go for an example, this is the site that's ranking really high organically and in the Google Maps pack on Google. And you can see here they have their homepage. They're saying interior design for busy people, which is awesome. They're seen on all these websites. You can see this is a really easy navigation to use for this site. I'm not confused at all when I come on here. Everything's loading pretty fast. The website structure, they have their design services, so they have exactly what they offer. This page is most likely ranking for in-person or virtual interior design services. They have all the locations that they serve. And the most important thing here is you see how their phone number is in the top right corner, and so is their email. This is really, really important for a high converting website. So you always want your phone number and email in the top right corner on your website. The next thing that they have is their about. So you want to make sure you're having about the company and then also about the designer. So this is really important as well. So you want to humanize your company, right? That's the way people will want to work with you, right? They have all the interior designers that work, a little background about them. So this is amazing. Other thing is portfolio. So this is really important for interior designers. You always want a portfolio. And if we look here, they have before and after. So you want a site with all of their images. The next is you want location pages. So this is also really important. So location pages, and you want one page per location. So if we click here on Washington, D.C., they have exactly what they offer here. And then we come up here, we can look at New York. So very similar. The only thing they change is location, and that's okay. But you do want to make sure that you're having a location page for every location that you serve. And the next thing is more credibility, the better. If you can put press, podcasts, and the blog, which the blog is going to be one of the most important things. You want to make sure you're having a blog on the website and posting content there, if not once, twice a week. So for the content optimization, after you have a good idea of what your website structure should be, what the website design should really entail, like the clear navigation, making sure it's mobile friendly and fast loading times. And if you're not sure what your site speed is, you can go to Page Speed Insights. This is from Google. And then you just put in your website and it will give you a score. If it's above 90, that's pretty good. But if it's below 90, you do not have the right website speed for your site. After that is content optimization. So like I said already, you want to make sure that you're finding the right keyword. So let's say we were building a location page for New York. This is definitely not what you want to do. You don't want to do location page - New York. You want to do New York - interior designer. So you want to make sure every location is New York, the city, and then interior designer, and then rank for that. So New York interior designer. And that will be for every location page. And then just make sure you're creating separate pages for every single service you have. So like here, when we're going back on the site, they have design services, and then they have all their services. What I would recommend is having a service. So if you do commercial interior design and residential interior design, make sure you have a service page. Make sure you have a page for each one of those services and include your areas served page. So just make sure you have location and then areas served, and only optimize for one keyword. So this should be the city and then interior designer, and then have each one. So then afterwards it would be an interior design, Washington, D.C. interior designer. Which one does a really good job of this? Okay, so I do remember the other one. So this is virtual, so they're not going to have any location pages, but you can see the difference when I pull in their blog. So if you can see here, this is when I search affordability interior designers, and I'm just looking at their top pages that they're ranking for. And I also optimized it to look at just their blog. You can see here all their blog post pages. This is the positions that they're in. Yes, they have position 3 and 2. They're in positions 3 and 2 for these two, and their top keywords they're ranking for is narrow hallway photo wall and acorn versus walnut wood color. However, though, most of their blog posts are ranking in the 20s, 30s, 40s, so they're really not doing a good job in terms of their blog at all. Yeah, if you are for affordability interior design, let me know. I can definitely help you get the blog kind of running, because you do want the blog to be ranking for middle of the funnel and top of the funnel keywords, right? Because this will bring even more leads to your site with blog posts. If we look at this one and see what they're ranking for in terms of their blog, we can go ahead and put this in, and this is I'm just using Ahrefs, SEO keyword research tool. I'm looking at the top pages here, and they don't have, I'm gonna get rid of my filter here. But you can see here they're ranking position 1 for interior design styles, bathroom ideas 2024, kitchen ideas. This is all part of the blog. So you can see they're really doing well in terms of their blog posts, and they're ranking for almost every possible keyword for interior design in the first couple of positions. So they're doing a good job in terms of their SEO. And if we even take a deeper dive into their blog, you can see here they're doing a really good job. So in terms of their keyword, this is the keyword they're going after, is sunroom interior design ideas. Their keyword is only showing up in the URL slug. They're doing a good job of optimizing their titles. And if we scroll down, they do a really good job of having good content on their site. So again, I'm not going to dive too deep into the blog posts and how to do them, but I will say just make sure it's SEO optimized, and if you need further help on that, feel free to book a call with me. I'll leave a link in the description. So step number 3 is doing some local keyword research. So there's your toolkit that you're going to want to have is some sort of keyword research tool. I like Ahrefs, but you can also use SEMrush and then Google Keyword Planner. So what you're going to want to do is analyze the search volume for keywords like interior design city, and then your city home design, interior designers, and then the city name, and just look for the search volume in the area, and then find long tail keywords that include your specialty or service offerings like modern kitchen designer, and then the city. Uncover trending topics as well. You can use Google Trends, check competitor rankings, see what keywords they are targeting, and then focus on highly relevant locally focused terms that indicate purchase intent. So if we were to do this, and I have another YouTube channel, it's how to do local keyword research. So I'm not going to go super into this. Just watch that video. I'll link it down in the description as well, so you can see how that's done in more detail. But just to do a quick analysis, well, the first thing you can do is honestly just take another site into Ahrefs and then do some reverse engineering of competitor sites. So if I want some blog post ideas, I can bring in this site, Decorated Gorilla, and find some keyword opportunities here. So we have interior design styles, which has 11,000 search volumes a month. People are searching for that. Bathroom ideas 2024, almost 9,000 people are searching for that a month. So I can go ahead and grab some keyword ideas here for the blog. I can also just I can go to keyword research tool. So I was in Site Explorer before. So I can go to keyword research and then put in interior designers and then whatever city you're in. So again, we can keep using New York City. And you can see here, this has a search volume of 350. So you can also do Austin, Texas. Maybe that will pull up. Okay, 80 search volumes. You just want to look up to see what people are searching for in your area. Again, I have a whole entire video dedicated on that, so I will link in the description below so you can know exactly how to implement this on your site. And that's how you find what keywords you should be optimizing for in your website, on your blog. You need to do some keyword research in order to understand what people are searching for, right? Because how are your clients going to know your services exist if you're not showing up in the search results and ranking for the right keywords that they're looking for, right? There's going to be a disconnect there if you're not optimizing for the right keywords and they're not finding you based on those keywords. Step 4 is you're going to want to create localized content. So like I mentioned, the blog post ideas. So you can go for generic blog posts, like we've mentioned before, interior design styles, bathroom ideas 2024. But you also want to go and create blog posts for top 10 interior design trends in New York City or whatever your city is for 2024. How to choose the right interior designer in your city, right? Before and after neighborhood home transformation. So putting out ideas for your city. So when people are searching for that, they know that you're searching. If you're in a different country, this is also good, like top 10 interior design trends in Sweden, right? That's a great one to go after, or top 10 design trends in America even too. And you want to write a really well optimized blog post. So I did get this from Social Trigger, so it does a really good job of putting this infographic here. And basically the perfect blog post, you need a headline, you need an opening, you need a subheader, you need a content, you need a call to action, another subheader and content, and then a call to action too. So feel free to just pause this video here, read through this, and see how you can make another good blog post for your interior design business. And you want to be modeling this one because they do a really good job as well. They have all their headers here. If we take a look, their title is a bit long, so they can definitely shorten that. You only want to have it at like 60 characters. They have a good job of putting their meta description in. And then you can see their headers. So the H1, they're targeting for sunroom interior design ideas. And then H2 is what exactly is sunroom. H2 top, sunroom interior design ideas, and they list 1, 2, 3 with H3s, and then H2 is an FAQ session, so you always want an FAQ section in there, and they have their call to action, right? So you want to make sure that you're implementing a type of heading structure like this, and you can see their call to action is a free consultation. Okay, step 5 is build local citations. So all you're going to want to do is list your business on sites like Yelp, Houzz, Home Advisor, and Local Chamber. If you just Google any of these, just type in Yelp, how to set up an account. Cool. Then you just come on here, set up a Yelp account, and then you can just put your business in Yelp. You want your website listed almost everywhere, just builds more local citations. So these are good ones for specifically interior designers. Number 6 is you want to earn local backlinks. So you can see here when I put in things like, if I just go to Site Explorer, and then I go ahead and add a website in, you can see here they have a DR. This is called a DR. It's a domain rating, and basically what it is, we can see a description here. The strength of your targeted backlinks profile compared to other websites in our database. It's just basically, it gives you more authority on Google and just ranks your content higher. That's basically what it does. So Google does look at this. It's domain rating. They have a 70. If you're just starting your website out or have no backlinks, it's probably going to be at a 0. So that's also a reason why your website isn't ranking the way you want it to be. The way to get backlinks is you want to collaborate with local businesses. So you can simply reach out to local businesses in your area, build relationships, and maybe you can ask them to showcase some of your work on your site and make sure that they're giving you a do follow backlink from your site to their site, right? So that's how Google and Ahrefs knows what your domain rating. So your domain rating will go up as you get backlinks from other sites to your site. So the more PR, basically public publicity that you get, the better. The next step too, what you want to do is guest post on other sites. So get a list together of sites you would love to be featured on, like Architectural Digest, House Beautiful, and find who's in charge of their marketing and email them. Send them a nice email. Be like, hey, check out my work. It's really great. I would love to create, a blog post on your site. That's why it's called a guest post. You would love to post content on their site, write up a whole blog post on interior design styles, right? Give them something for free. And then all you would ask is just a backlink to your site and just showcasing some of your work. So imagine how much that business that's going to bring in for you and get your domain rating up, because again, that's going to be getting a link like House Beautiful has a domain rating of 80 is going to give you so much credibility back to your business and your site. And then you want to get featured in local publications like your local news, right? So just reach out to local newses and get publications there. The next is what you're going to want to do is post plus grow on social media. So for interior designers, obviously a huge way that you're going to get leads is Instagram, Pinterest, and Houzz. So make sure you have profiles set up on all of these, and we'll look at some examples here. So if we look at Instagram, Caddy Curtis does a really great job of this. You can see she has almost 21,000 followers, and I'm sure she gets a decent amount of leads from this. All you're going to want to do is just post daily and really showcase your work. Set up on here, you can see her, she is very colorful. So whatever your style is, make sure you're consistent on social media and showcase really beautiful pics of your artwork. So you can hire a photographer to do this for you. You're going to want to do some SEO on this, like making sure you're putting in good meta descriptions, the right hashtags. So again, an SEO specialist like myself can take care of that for you. And then you're going to want to also incorporate pictures of yourself as the owner, your designers, again, your team. You want to humanize your company as much as possible. This is just going to drive more traffic to your content, your social medias, because people want to really see and feel from other people other than robots or companies, right? So she does a really great job of that. Another thing that she does well is, her Pinterest is as well. It's really well done, and she posts on there regularly. And if we go on her website, you can also see here that everything's integrated together too. So you can see here, you can follow her on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So you want to make sure you're growing on everything, absolutely everything. But the main ones for interior designers specifically is going to be Instagram, Pinterest, and then Houzz we'll talk about. So Houzz is another great platform that you can set up a free account, and then I think you can post on there. So the next thing after this is you want to measure and track all the metrics that you can, and then listen to the data and keep improving your rankings. So in my past life, I used to be a software engineer, a data scientist, so I'm all for collecting the data, listening to the data, and this is the only possible way that you can know what's working, what's not, and make sure that you stop doing what's not working and do more of what's working, right? So the metrics that you want to track is website traffic, and you can do this with Google Analytics. It's a free tool to set up. So you just go to googleanalytics.com or whatever the website is, just typing on Google Analytics, and you can set up this connected directly to your website, and that is a way to track your website traffic. And this tracks the number of visitors that come to your website, indicating the reach and effectiveness of your SEO efforts. The next thing you want to do is check your search engine rankings. So use rank tracking tools. Again, I use Ahrefs and what I showed you before. So that's exactly how I saw that this website was ranking in these positions. So when I go to top pages, I can see exactly what positions they're in, what they're ranking for, and what pages are doing the best. You want to monitor your positions in the search engine results for targeted keywords. And this is a key indicator that your SEO is a success. If you're ranking, in position 1, 2, 3 on Google, or the first page of Google in general, for the keywords that you want to rank for. You want to also look at your conversion rate, and you can use Google Analytics, and it measures the percent of website visitors who take a desired action, such as making a purchase or submitting a lead form or booking a call with you, right? You want to make sure that you're understanding what your conversion rate is. So the number of visitors that come on your site, you know exactly how many of those visitors usually turn out to be a lead and then lead to a potential customer. And then you want to look at your return on investment, so your ROI. So you can use custom calculators. You can do a simple Google or YouTube to figure out how to basically set this up for your site, or hire an SEO specialist for, like myself. And it demonstrates the tangibility, business impact of your SEO services and justifies the value you provide. So it's basically the money you make, right? So is it a good investment? So if you're still confused about your SEO, feel free to book a call with me. I'm going to leave my link in the description. I can give you a free strategy call to discuss all of this. But in the meantime, this is your step-by-step guide. Start doing the basics and laying out the foundation to rank higher on Google and start your whole entire local SEO strategy to get more leads, get more clients, get the business that you deserve.